By the end of this process, you will have a fully wired, safely earthed, single-phase rooftop solar plant pumping clean power into your home's grid. But before we touch a single wire, your physical hardware needs to be locked into place. That means your solar panels, your inverter, your direct current distribution box, or DCDB, and your alternating current distribution box, or ACDB, must be securely mounted to the structure. Next, we lock down the safety protocols. The main grid power must completely shut off, and every individual isolator switch in your system must be manually disengaged. Skipping these physical and safety checks exposes you to equipment failure, or worse, a fatal shock the moment you begin stripping wires. Let's get to work safely. We harness power by wiring the 4 solar panels in series, connecting the positive terminal of one directly to the negative of the next. Then, we route the remaining positive and negative leads straight down into the top inputs of the direct current distribution box. Inside that box is your DC isolator switch. You must leave the switch in the off position. This box acts as your first defensive barrier. It intercepts the raw, highly variable direct current coming from the sun and isolates it, protecting your sensitive conversion equipment down the line from sudden power spikes. Tracing the DC power from the DCDB, we connect to the single-phase inverter using weatherproof MC4 connectors. This inverter transforms raw DC energy into usable alternating current. From its output, we route the converted AC power directly into the alternating current distribution box. Just like before, verify that every single AC breaker inside this distribution box remains firmly locked in the off position while you work. You are operating in a vulnerable transition zone here. You are safely changing the electrical format, but keeping the rest of the home's grid completely walled off until the conversion is secure. With the primary power lines run, we have to establish our fail-safes. The earthing system acts as your critical escape route for stray voltage, whether from an internal short circuit or an external lightning strike. On the schematic, the green arrows on the left mark our first earthing path, connecting the module frames and DCDB to a dedicated earth pit. The right side green arrows show the second path, wiring the inverter and ACDB chassis to a completely separate earth pit. You must never tie these two paths together. Mixing your DC and AC grounds creates a dangerous electrical loop that bypasses your breakers, rendering the entire safety architecture of your installation useless. The wiring is in place, but we don't flip the switches yet. We first have to verify the open circuit voltage, the maximum voltage the modules produce when disconnected, and confirm the electrical polarity is correct. This graphic illustrates the testing procedure. You will set your digital multimeter to DC voltage and probe the input terminals at the DCDB. You are looking for a steady, positive voltage reading. If that reading shows a negative number, your polarity is reversed. You have crossed the positive and negative wires. You have to fix this immediately, or you will destroy the inverter the moment you power it on. Once the polarity checks out, we refer to the final leg of our diagram. We route the AC lines from the ACDB output directly into the client's main distribution panel. That final physical connection to the home, backed by rigorous electrical testing, turns an inert collection of boxes and wires into a verified power plant ready to wake up. It is time to energize the system, and the sequence matters. Start at the very beginning of the flow by firmly engaging the DCDB isolator. Move down the line. Flip the ACDB breaker to the on position, and finally, engage the breaker at the main distribution panel to complete the circuit to the grid. You will hear the inverter click as its screen wakes up. It runs a brief diagnostic check to synchronize with the grid's frequency, and then it begins actively pushing solar power into the home. Sticking strictly to this exact order of wiring, dual earthing, and polarity testing ensures you leave behind a compliant, safe, and fully operational single-phase solar system.